Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Obudde buzibye, obudde bukedde. It's good morning, it's good night, it's good evening. It should be good evening, America. So, Jones Namkasa. Jones Namkasa. I'm here, you are welcome. Jones Namkasa. I'll be very happy to see you because it's America. Okay, comrades, mbaaniriza mwebale kujja, mbaaniriza nnyo, mwebale kujja, mwebale kunneegattako. Obudde ewamu kati ssaawa ziri 4 dakiika 22 walala ssaawa 6 ogw'ekiro dakiika 22. Australia obudde bukya buki, China obudde bwabwe buli ssaawa kati ssaawa nga 6 ez'emisana. Vietnam, hello Sarah, wendi mukwano. Vietnam kati bali mu ssaawa 12. Japan, Jaffa 9 hours, 11 hours. Kale, katwogere ku bintu bino. Security at stake. Bannange, Uganda eri ku bunkenke. Security in Uganda is at stake. Security in Uganda for Ugandans is at stake. Security ekintu ekikwatagana ku bulamu tuli ku bunkenke e Uganda. Naye kisinga, let us channel our anger into solutions. Bannange, bannayuganda, tukyuse obusungu. Tubuzze mu ngeri ki gye tusobola okufunamu kiki kye tusobola solutions. Otherwise, tugenda kwemalawo. There is a genocide, mbadde njagala mbayitiremu wano, types of insecurity which is facing Ugandans. First of all, number one is ourselves. Ffe ffennyini, ffe balabe ba munne. Ffe tufuuse abalabe eri gye tuli, eri bannaffe. Tomufaanana, toyogera lulimi, tofuna ssente, oli mugagga, ye mwavu, oli mwavu, ye mugagga, gwe wasoma, ye teyasoma, gwe bakwogerako obulungi, ye tebamwogerako bulungi. Oli mwana wa gundi, gwe watambulako, oli teyatambulako. Ffe tufuuse, ffe ffennyini ffe tufuuse nti tuli kimu ku kintu ekyefudde obunkenke. It's all about ourselves. Part of that. We cannot run away from that. It's because of the inequalities eziriwo olwa gavumenti eno. Ekyokubiri, UPDF. Amagye, UPDF is there to protect Uganda and its borders. Tulabye UPDF ng'ejja mu election, ejja in civil matters, ebeera buli wamu wonna. Ekiseera kino UPDF eririddawa, amagye ga Uganda galiriddawa. Gagenda Somalia, gakkirira gagende e Rwanda, gakkirira gagende e Congo. UPDF is one of the reasons there is insecurity in Uganda. Ate nga it's well funded. Every bill that we pass in Uganda, a big chunk goes to security. So we shouldn't have any security. I've been avoiding to speak about massacre in Uganda, but today I have to talk about it because I can be emotional, because massacre is where I come from. Another reason why there is insecurity in Uganda is poverty. Wabeera obwavu, wabeerawo okwemulugunya, wabeerawo abantu nga si bamativu, wabeerawo abantu nga banoonya engeri ki gye basobola okuva mu bwavu okubeerawo. Sooner or later bagenda kuyita mu makubo amakyamu. Omuntu bw'abeera nga mwavu, muntu mwangu nnyo mukozesa. Poverty, greatest danger. Developing countries, they fight all along to fight poverty. Because people, when they are poor, they are vulnerable, they can be easily manipulated, they can become radicals, they can be easily used. Poverty, wherever there is poverty, there is anger, there is mistrust, there is broken society. Poverty bwebeera nga poverty ye erinnya, abantu babeera nga tebakyetegeera. Tulabye Uganda what poverty has done to our population. Omukyala omu baamukwata ennaku ezo ng'assa omwana we ow'emyaka 2 n'amuteeka mu nnyama y'embizi gye yali atunda asobole okufuna more money. How can that be? A mother killing her 2-year-old child and mix her meat into the pork so that she can sell and have more money? Poverty. Tulabye omukyala awagira NRM alina abaana 3 naye yatundako, yali anoonya amugulako omwana omu asobole okufuna ssente ezinaamulabirira. We were far more used into poverty. Tulaba prostitutes, tulaba ki. Naye this poverty, the scale of poverty in Uganda has gone too far and too far. Twalabako COVID nga yakatandika abantu nga balya nga bafumba amaliba g'egundi g'embuzi. COVID time, people, they were cooking skins of the goat to feed their families. So poverty has caused one of the reasons there is insecurity in Uganda. Another reason is genocide, silent genocide, the kidnapping, the killings. People, they are being killed every day. Now massacre has just exploded. But this silent genocide has been going on, killing people so slowly. And unfortunately, family, they don't demand. Tulabye abantu baffe bafa baggwawo basiiriira bannange. Abantu baffe baggwawo mpola mu kimugunyu be bakutte. Another insecurity for Ugandans and insecurity in Uganda is social media. We have to be careful. Ebintu byalumbuye ebikyatuyigiriza. People are coming out with false information. People are coming out with the information to attack one another. Not only about Lumbuye, people, they are creating social media, Facebook pages in order to get money, in order Balam can buy them off, in order Museveni can buy them off. Social media is becoming insecurity to Uganda and the Ugandans. Simply is people, they don't know how to use it. People, they are abusing to use it. And people, they are failing to get the balance of the liberty which is being given by social media. Problem. Social media is good. I'm here on social media. I'm communicating to people. It's good. But I have to be mindful of my language. I have to be mindful what I'm putting out on social media. Am I making up my stories? Am I cooking up? Am I really? But people, Ugandans, they don't care. Another source of insecurity for Ugandans and Ugandans is diaspora. Now Museveni knows so many people in diaspora, they don't like him. They want change. They're supporting change. He does not want that. So it is becoming insecure. Who doesn't know what happened in Turkey? Freddie Rumbi, abducted, kidnapped. What happened? We don't know the full story, but very soon we will know. He's going to tell us. But should it be that way? The answer is no. Tulina bambasada bakola ki? Kiki omwana we Uganda ofiira e China omulambo ne gutakomawo? Kiki omwana we Uganda ofiira e Buwarabu omulambo ne gutakomawo? Kiki omwana we Uganda ofiira enjala ku nsi etaliiyo embasi yo n'etafaayo? Diaspora has become a hot potato. Naye, how are we? We need to channel our anger into solutions. Tulina okulonda gavumenti egenda okutuyamba okutuukiriza ffe ebintu bye twagala. One of the reasons our government is facing one of the challenges is not answering the socialism politics, is not answering our problems. If people they are poor, what else can they do? They're going to find out social means, criminal ways as survival means. If my people in Masaka they are killed, how am I going to be peaceful? Rule of law is number one. A country will never develop economically and it can never stabilize without rule of law. Rule of law should be one of the solutions. Job creation should be another solution. Service delivery should be another solution. To reduce, fight, tackle, eradicate poverty is another solution. Another area where it's making Uganda unstable is about corruption. Is Nakalema fighting corruption? Betty Kamya, is she suitable to fight corruption? If we don't fight this, we are having instability in people's minds. We are having broken society. We are having a hostile environment. We are having discontent population. How am I going to work, improve, earn and become rich, improve myself economically when I have to feed other 10 people? I have to pay school fees for 8 people. I have to feed my mom. I have to pay medication. I have to pay for whatever she wants until our government looks on that. But fellow Ugandans, let us channel our anger into solution, not murder. When I see these young men holding up guns, daylight, pointing at people, shooting point blank, I said to myself, are they Ugandans? The answer is yes. Are they human beings? I don't know. Do they have empathy? I don't know. But how did Uganda get to that extent that people, they hold guns, they hold machete, they hold weapons? The weapons has become our defense. When you deal with poverty, you won't have any problem with the defense. When you deal with the anger fighting ourselves, we are not going to have problems. When we come to social media to fight each other, it is not going to solve any problem. Are we talking what makes sense to people, or are we creating hate? Are we inciting? We must be the solution. Let us create environment, good environment that everybody wants to live in. Let us create employment. Let us try and narrow this gap in inequality in health. It's too wide. What do we have? Ghettos. We don't fight ghettos. We don't do anything to make areas. We just assume that area must be ghetto from 2020 to 2090. The reason, the answer should be we should have to get these ghettos out of our environment, not in a bad way. Make equal access to services. Deal with those areas which need more help. Instead of you going to Munyonyo, go into Katwe and the ghetto. Let us learn how to mobilize our people, how to make their lives better. Let us go back to how Uganda used to be. Let us have people clearing the rubbish in their area. We saw this mayor is matching the clerk, used to galvanize people, come and do work in their community. But as it seems for now, that is no longer there. We have to motivate each other. We have to be creative. We have to get away from this mindset. We're going to be given money or I'll support you money. I'd rather teach you what to do. Let us think about long-term options, solutions, projects. Giving out money, give out, freebie. It's no long, you cannot sustain that. You are only setting yourself to fail. Fellow Ugandans, Uganda is not poor. Uganda has got enough money. Uganda is not short of people with knowledge. Uganda is not short of people with skills. Uganda is not short of land to take people to start planting. Uganda is not short of natural resources. We have got a lot. Uganda is not short of wherever you want. We've got the youngest generation with the energy that they want to go out and work. This is how they are going to channel their anger. But as we speak, a man like the children of Rita and Kenya, how are they going to grow up? Let us channel our anger into solution. And another problem we are having is about politics. As we stand for now, opposition, Museveni government is killing Masaka people. NRM, NUP is killing. So who is killing who? We're going to have to find solutions, channel our anger, but not murder. I'm crying for Uganda. I'm calling every Uganda. Channel your anger into solutions, to find solutions, but not murder. We cannot slaughter ourselves. Those who want to stay in power because you want to slaughter other people, please stop it. Please, I'm crying for you, stop it. It's thou the Lord who gives life and takes away the life. And for Ugandans, we are not going to sit and accept this. Sooner or later, we are going to mobilize ourselves to get rid of this, the insecurity. For killing fellow Africans is self-destruction. Those guns cannot guarantee safety for those who misuse them. We don't make guns, they are bought and maintained by taxpayers' money from IMF, World Bank on return to the same system, buying tear gas, ammunition, tanks, rather than medicine, education. Spot on, my dear. Spot on, Paul. I couldn't say more. You just sailed it, nailed it. But Ugandans, I have to say somebody from Guinea was ousted. Ugandans, we looked at Tanzania, oh God took Magufuli. We looked at letter T, we say U is coming. Now it's back to Guinea. So what are we waiting? What Paul is saying is very, very important. Is these colonials, they have their interest. And their interest is it comes into donation. But when it comes into donation, it goes back to them into capital. Is what African leaders they miss to understand these days. When these people, let me see, what people, when they give you a donation, if they give you 1 shilling, you're gonna give them back 1 million. You like it or not. They don't give you anything for free. African leaders moan, they say sovereignty country, but what they don't know, once you sell yourself to them, you start accepting their donation. They are coming to you, but they are going to take the whole load. Like us, as Paul has said, Ugandans, government officials, they've got accounts abroad. They've never been closed. And they know those accounts. Banning them from traveling when their bank accounts, when they have got mortgages, they have got properties and assets abroad, is not helping. So they play the game. They use us as we are the poorest people that we need to be given. And they use that channel that they are going to give us. They give us expired tear gas. They borrow us money. They keep us in loan, big debt. Uganda is in $18 billion dollars in debt. How are we going to recover when our income is only 18 billion shillings, not even dollars? Until we get leaders who are going to stand up, like Magufuli said, I'm going to stop your loans, I'm going to restructure them. Until when we get leaders who are going to find solutions, who don't think about in terms of borrowing, who don't think about in terms of buying weapons, who don't think about in terms of refusing to give up power. Let me tell you something. When you talk about good governance, change of government is very, very important. African leaders, Africanism is killing us. They get into power very well. They get into power by God. They don't want to leave power. And you ask yourself, what is their motive to get into power? We had the actual president of Zambia now. He's talking good game. He's talking good words. But we are waiting how long is it gonna last. Magufuli started very well and he ended up on a sour note. So let us channel our anger into solutions, not murder. Let us not murder ourselves. You are murdering a would be a good president, a would be a minister, a would be a champion, a would be a genius, it would be the best artist on the whole world. Why do we think about murdering each other as if it's going to solve the problem? Young men who have been brought up now to hold guns and kill people, please stop it. We have got these young people we saw them with the drones, kidnapping, abducting, killing people. Daylight, they have got guns, they have got weapons. We don't want to hold weapons on each other. Let us channel our anger somewhere else. At least let us have athletics, arts that we have where to channel our anger. But we are putting our anger somewhere else. We should be having a solution 21st century. The problem we have from 7, you are refusing to give up power because people now they are discontent. People they don't want. After all, what happened in the vote, in the election, everybody knows. And when there is a question of rigged election, this is what is going to happen. This generation is not going to put up. This generation is not going to give up. You like it or not. When you refuse, this is what the leader of opposition said, the census of the people, that when people they vote for somebody, it should be respected. Simon Biabakama, did you announce the right person? This what? Winnie Odoro. Why did you refuse the petition to go ahead? Now, Chiriowa, you are the Attorney General. Did you defend your client very well, Museveni? So we keep on going here, people they don't see. Insecurity is not coming by people attacking Uganda by guns, but it is within ourselves. You look at ourselves, we are attacking each other. UPDF is making problem. Poverty is existing. We have a genocide. There is kidnap. There is abduction. There is social media. There is diaspora now. This is where we are going now. So how is Uganda going to stabilize? We're gonna have to find leaders who are willing to look at our social issues, our problems to fight or to deal with. How are we going to stabilize? There is no stability when people in Masaka they are being slaughtered. When people they are poor. You cannot stabilize the country like that until we return to the rule of law. Until we face our own problems. Until we stop importing any weapons. until we return to the rule of law, until we look at as civilian as a solution. This is how we have to do it. Unless we want to be there, 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 it's not going to work. The stability of our country matters to me and everybody, wherever you are. Uganda is bleeding, is it not? Oh, you just got it out of we tukirowozezza obulungi Uganda is bleeding. Yes, ekyo kituufu, Uganda is bleeding. Ge mutaana ge tulina naye tekigenda kubeera business as usual. Business as usual, no. N'ekirala mbadde ngamba abantu baffe abo bafudde bange, Mukama emyoyo gyabwe agiwummuza emirembe. Naye abantu abo abafudde, omusaayi gwabwe oguyiise tegugenda kuggweerawo awo. Abantu baffe, congratulations to our current one. Okay, hello Shane Williams. Abantu baffe abatufuddeko, omusaayi gwabwe tegugenda kufiira bwereere. Omusaayi gwabwe tegugenda kuyiikira bwereere. Oba ddi omusaayi gwabwe gugenda kusasulibwa. Sooner or later, their blood, it will pay. Sooner or later, all these people who are killing Ugandans, it will be the other reverse. You know, today you are holding guns. Tomorrow you won't be holding the guns. Today you are shooting other people. Tomorrow you won't be shooting other people, or they will be shooting at you. When you look at Uganda, where do you want Uganda to be? Do you want Uganda to be under the gun, under the rule of the gun? Do you really want Uganda to develop? And how are we going to develop when we are killing each other? How do you expect people to speak good things about Uganda when there is murder like that in Masaka, Machete? And how comes it's in Masaka now? And I heard in Guru it's going on. So it's gonna go everywhere. That people, they are going to turn on each other. I tell you, 208, Kenya turned on each other big time. But since then, Kenya have promised never to go back because of politics. So much has gone wrong in Uganda, but the thing is that politics is dominating Uganda because those who are in Uganda, they don't want to leave power. They are clinging on power. They are forcing themselves on power. They have failed to understand the generation that we have today is so much empowered. This is where the Arab Spring came. So much Ugandans, not many they have access to internet. Not many they can afford to access the internet. But however, they're finding ways to get information. When they see other countries they are well off, how do they expect Uganda to be like that? They're gonna complain. Where are the services? We are not meant to be into slums. We are not meant to be poor. We are not meant to be somewhere where there is no services. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thanks, Ishen. So instability in Uganda. Uganda is at stake. Ugandans are at stake. Either even if those who are committing crimes, they are under insecure, they are at stake. Because they are not going to kill everybody. They are not going to finish everybody. They are not going to survive. Their days are numbered. Their days will come to the end. That is a sticking point. Their days, they will come to the end. But fellow Ugandans, we look at ourselves. We are fighting ourselves. We are fighting so and so. Is there, how is it Uganda is going to have a reconciliation? I don't think so, my dear. How are we going to have a reconciliation in Uganda when the guns are rocking like that, when people they are cutting themselves, when people they are killing each other, when people they bring up letters today, we coming tonight, we are going to, and then it happens, and then we claim we have got UPDF, and then we claim Uganda is secure, and then NRM manifesto tells us secure your future. It wasn't secure your future. Maybe they secured some their time into power. As we progress, as we look to Uganda, we have to look for solution. Let us channel our anger into solution. The government now, I'm calling NRM government. Look at yourself, examine and take blame, either public or behind the scenes. Look at yourself, you say, hey, did Bakama call the right person who won the election? The answer is no. NRM government, look at yourself. Since you've been in power 35 years, have you made an effort to fight poverty? Have you made an effort to reduce, to tackle, eradicate poverty, to reduce, to tackle, eradicate bribery, corruption? Have you made an effort to deliver public services? Have you made an effort to provide education for people which is universal, quality, affordable, and accessible? Have you made an effort to clear up our healthcare system? We had COVID. We saw how poor our healthcare system it was. Have you made an effort? We are waiting for the third wave. Have you prepared yourselves? And if you cannot answer these questions, the answer is going to end up in instability, because people are going to be fed up. They are going to use survival means as a way to survive. They are going to turn on each other because they just had it. We're going to have hostility among each other. We're going to have broken society, broken marriages, broken families. We have got children everywhere. Now we have teenager pregnancies on high. How are we going to go on like this? How do we get out of this? NRM, you have to ask yourself these questions. Go to Chankwan's, go to Entebbe, go wherever you want to be. Ask these questions to yourself. Since you've been in power for 35 years, if it was me, I would tell people this is how you're gonna do. 5 years, stabilize. 10 years, after 5 years, another 5 years, deal with education. Another 5 years, deal with the health. Another 5 years, create jobs. Another 5 years, housing. Another 5 years, transportation. You are not doing anything at all. Uganda is as it was since independence. The roads are still narrow. Uganda, we should have 4 lanes minimum going to Masaka. Even the money you were given for what? Runo Rugudo. But Runo. European Union had to ask you that we gave you money to make 4 lanes, not dual, not single carriage. Not even a dual, but you had made single carriage. Sente zigenda wa? CCTV bakuba buli kimu. Kati insecurity, we have invested money into CCTV. Has it made a difference? Is it not better? We borrowed 200 billion to buy CCTV. Has it made any difference? CCTV does not reduce crime, but it deters. There is a difference. If somebody is going to kill you, will kill you. So is it worth it to borrow 200 billion to buy CCTV when in return Abu Kenya the CCTV is not working? Zigiti, CCTV is not working. Is it worth it now to have these what? Security, wherever, tracking devices in vehicles? Is it worth it? What about what Museveni said that every border we have to wear, we see a badge, we have to wear wherever. And then Museveni, Chike, he came out and said, okay, we don't want people to wear hoods. It's unlawful to wear hoods. Next time we see Muhoozi is wearing one. Is that for real? Next time we saw Kenya with Museveni wearing a hood. So where are we going now? You brought this man, is a con to build a city. Where is he going to build a city when Uganda looks like it's on fire? Hmm? I'm please asking people murdering our innocent people, also go visit those signing those your papers and also NRM members. Yeah. So NRM, it's time you put these questions on the table. Don't get away from this. Don't say Uganda is safe. Uganda is no longer safe. We have everything in Uganda. Tourism, we have everything we need in Uganda, but we don't have leaders in power who have got wills, who have got even ideas, who know how to implement them. They don't have the policies. They don't have policies which are universal. They only think about themselves. So we have to look at this with open hand. I'm calling NRM government. Look at this with the open hand. Ask yourself, 35 years, you are making Ugandans kill each other, is that right? 35 years, we have social media which has come as a way of communication, as a way of inventive. Young people, they use it. Other people, they have learned to do things on social media, but you are taxing. Now the tax is away. You are making internet twice is unaffordable. Ask yourself these questions. NRM, don't run away from this. When we have a silent genocide, did you acknowledge? Why are you committing this? Why do we have the drones? Why do we have the kidnap, the abduction? NRM, ask yourself, why are Ugandans in diaspora at risk? Why did you go for Fred Rumbi? Why are you going for other people? Is that worth it? Ask yourself, what about Ugandans in China on death row? What about those who have been executed? What about their bodies? Maybe we've got people ghosty crying over Uganda. Ask yourself these reasons. Should we be exporting Ugandans for cheap labor rather than exporting our products? Ask yourself these questions. These are not too much for you. What is the importance of borrowing money when our income is as low as 17 billions? When you don't care about agriculture, which is our best economic contribution, 70%. NRM, ask yourself, why are people complaining? Yeah, looks like their mission is to finish. Actually, they have said it. Daylight, Sarah. They are saying this daylight. Without any due care, they don't care, they just say it. We wanna kill you, we wanna do. They don't respect anyone. They don't respect life for people. This is what I see. That if you say what they don't, they just kill you. If you do this, they just shoot you. So they have lost the connection. They don't have the impact. I don't know these people, they are parents, but why do they keep on murdering other people? Why do they supply guns to everybody? They are supplying guns now to all the people who support NRM. Whoever wants a gun, you will have it. People, they parade guns, they play with them as if they are toys. For goodness sake, Uganda, we don't have clean water on the street. We have so many guns. We have expired the tear gas, and those weapons they are to fight all those who have got different opinions. Religious leaders come out. Pastor once called it. Religious leaders come out. You sit with the devil, you are the devil. Come out and speak. We saw you Christmas. You went to State House. Go to State House again. Call back each other. Call back yourself. Go back to State House and speak to Museveni about instability. Elderly leaders, speak to Museveni. Those iPod people. This one, Maggie, what? She goes, how are you going to have reconciliation? What is the iPod for? Ugandans is about customary. It's never is a custom. They meet, they share money, they sit very well, they have drinks, they go. We are not having that. The matter is too much. NRM, ask yourself questions. Don't politicize this. Don't pick up people. Don't do this. And opposition, people in opposition, you need to play a part. We need also to answer this and ask ourselves. Our member of parliament of NUP in parliament keep on pressing for all these security problem. Don't think of where you get cheap popularity. People they say go shout, they go this, These are matters that matters to Uganda, issues that matters to Uganda. If we carry on Uganda, they are going to slaughter themselves until they finish themselves, I'm telling you. We better think about this, Uganda. Security is at stake for Ugandans and for Uganda. We shall not develop, we shall not stabilize, and we shall not have economic growth when there is instability. Much of that is happening is because of ourselves. But the rest is about the government of failure is failing. It's up to them to ask these questions. If they run away from these questions, it will keep on happening. They can blow out the fire, but they haven't got to the bottom why they are happening now. We need to channel our anger into solutions, but not murder. For Ugandans, I'm calling in. How we are going to stabilize is to go back to the basics, to create jobs, to make sure Uganda is for everybody, to make sure there is services available, to make sure we can answer questions, to make sure that we have service delivery, that communities, they are safe within themselves, they are self-neighborhood, they look after each other. We cannot be guarded by guns. I saw prior to election, they deployed a lot of army into the street, and Samson Kasumba tweeted that, oh, now the army is on the street, we are safe. We are never safe. You cannot be safe with a gun on your head. We can never be safe. And rest in peace, those innocent souls. I really mean it. So many people, they have died. We don't know why. So many people, they have died. Innocent. One life. Loss of life, one is too big. But now we are talking in 30s. That's the number that we know. I heard that people, they are dying in Guru now. And so many people now, they have gone missing. We don't know. We have got people who are in prison. We know just a fraction. We are not having the whole picture. But Ugandans, possibly we can do something. We can do some job. Check on each other every day. Check on those vulnerable people. When I'm talking about vulnerable, I'm not asking money in Nabanja to give people money. Vulnerable, they are those people who are elderly, living on their own, single mothers, children living on their own, people who are disabled. Let us look at those vulnerable people. Let us check on each other every morning. Let us warn each other that please, let us check on each other. Are you there? Let us find a way that we can alert each other. Let us tubeere n'amagezi g'Omuganda tugambe ojja kukasuka firimbi, ojja kukasuka mu lusuku, ojja kukola buli kimu kwegamba olabe nti abantu ekyalo mweteesa, abantu musule n'endebe muzikube. Abantu bano abajja ne babatta bajja kudduka, mukube pa tubeere n'egundi. Let us motivate ourselves. Let's find a solution. Tetugenda bagoba na mundu na biso. Ne tubeere n'ekintu. Beera n'embwa yeeboggole obagambe nti kasita muwulira embwa ewange ng'eboggodde nga mutegeera nti bazze. Mwekolemu omulimu, mwekolemu shifuti. Mugambe basudde ebipande olwaleero e Lusaka lwa Mmese katwekolemu shifuti ya 24 hours. Ekyalo mukyetooloole mugwe kava mwewe shifuti ya ssaawa 4 bwe mukyusa ssaawa 4 mujja bakwata. Bano abantu bazze tumalawo. Naffe tuyiye amagezi g'Omuganda, amagezi amatono. Abantu batumalawo. Tuyiye engeri, tukube enduulu, tubakwate twekolemu shifuti. Bwe koleyo essaawa 4 mugambe mujja kugwa essaawa emu ey'ekiro. Emu ey'ekiro mumale ku ssaawa 4. 4 ez'ekiro omulala amale ku 8, omulala amale ku 10. Aba RC mubaveeko. Bino bi RC tebikyafaayo. LDC, RCC, baabo bonna abo kizibu bannange omuntu yajjero. N'otunuulira amagye gonna gajjudde ate gakola bintu byebimu, gakola ebintu bya NRM, tegakola bintu bya Uganda. Uganda is a stake and Ugandans we are at stake. Mbabuulire twagala tetwagala, oba oli mugagga oba toli mugagga, oba oli kiki oba kiki, naye nammwe abatukuba guno gwe mulundi ogusembayo mutukube. Naawe emmundu ejja kukuba. Bw'obanga ozanya n'emmundu naye ejja kukimayo. Naye ate gwe olowooza gwatukuba abaana bo baliriddawa? Abazzukulu baliriddawa? Uganda tukole history. Eggine yo kitodde. Abantu bagenda beetereeza. Ffe Uganda tetwetereeza. Tetwetereeza. Yes, amagye ga junta. Tetwetereeza. Naye era n'ebyo, yes, we have to defend ourselves. Nze mbabuulidde tuyiye magezi ga Muganda. Bannaye misana musibe nga mukola zomba, temudda ku magezi ga Muzungu. Nze nkulidde ku bino ebintu, simanyi lwaki ebyo ebintu tetubikola. Musibe nga musiba zomba. Omuntu ajje mugimukube mulabe bw'atadduke, tebagenda kudda buntu butono. Musibye nga musibye emitego egy'ebyayi, ajja akigwemu. Okisiba eri ku muti, bw'ajja n'akigwaka okugula alaba kugisa bwekuti kati bwekugira bwekuti agenda kuleekaana. Ate kimubase bwekiti. Bannange, bino ebintu temubiraba. Musime ebinnya nga batutiisa nti abantu bali abantu. Musibesibe ebinnya mubibikkeko. Kakati bw'ajja akigwamu bbu, awo omujja omusanga nga gamumyuse ng'ekiso kye akirina. Bane mbabuulire, nze bane mbabuulire, sidda ku magezi ga Muzungu, nzira ku magezi gange aga bulijjo. Amagezi gano aga bulijjo tuyiye zomba tuzibakube. Teekawo ebinnya. Tusuulesuule ebintu. Bategekere. Tegekayo akadomolo okabayiira awo. naye ne tubeerawo ffenna kati Uganda tulinze tutta busi, tulinze kujja kututema. Kane yalo wamu. Kugaffe tulinze bulinzi. We are lamb to slaughter. We are not replying. We have to reply. Come on. Tulina zomba zino ze tusika n'osika pwi. Nekuba zikuba ebinyonyi ne bigwa. Lwaki tetuziba kuba? Banna musime ebinnya bajje babigwemu. Mukolawo mutego nga bw'otega oba oyagala kukwata mmese oba oyagala kukwata ki. Teekawo omutega gyagwemu bw'ati. Ekiguli kimukwate bwe vu. Ekyayi ky'otaddewo omuguwa tusibe nga tusiba. Tuluka emikeeka ebintu ebyo byonna tusobola okubikola. Luka omukeeka luka omuguwa gwo bw'oti genda wali ogere wali mu kagundi mu kagga otemeyo ebitoogo okole omuguwa oguluke bw'oti. Twetaase ate mwagala bulamu bano abajja tugenda kusigala naye tuyige naffe twedifending tubateereyo akantu kabakwate. Mujja kulaba nga badduse tebagenda kuddayo. Tuli ku mulembe guno Mutebi tweyiye. Kati bwe tunaddaawo basajja bajja kutukuba. Munange ekyo eky'omusumba Lwanga nkirabye. Naalongo kola ng'olya. Ogamba otya Naalongo wamma omutego gwo ogwakamuje. Kwega tuli awo tulinze bintu muntu z'abazungu ate ze tutayagala. Tuddeyo ku magezi g'Omuganda tukole zomba. Tulabe abantu bano tukole zomba tukole omutego tukole busikeya kulo. Gwe weefuule nti otaddeyo kasikeya kulo. Ajja alowooze nti gwe naawe gw'omulinzi omuzzaayo ojja olabe bw'addayo. Naffe tugezegezeeko bannange. Tugezegezeeko obuntu buno obutujooga buntu butono nnyo. Buntu butono nnyo buti butono nnyo bwe buti. Uganda abantu abatusumbuwa balinga 100. Bano ba Kireresi bano ba Gasumba ba Muvule ba Samsoni Gasumba baani ba Balamu Baby Kulu abo temuli. Abo bo bagenda na windi. Abo bo tebaliiko. Abo babajjo baani abo tebaliiko. Naye abantu abatusumbuwa bennyini bali abantu nga 100. Ate 100 bayinza okuba nga abantu bali 6 bokka. Be batusumbuwa bokka. Abo be balina buli muntu wonna waakutte. Oyo Museveni nze ndowooza takyamanyi bigenda mu maaso. Museveni akuze kubanga bw'oba otunulira olowooza Museveni bakyamubuulira nti e Masaka abantu baafudde kubanga ajja n'asoma ebintu musajja wattu. Ye kasita bamugamba nti okyali pulezidenti ye kyayagala okuwulira. Naye waliwo bano abantu abatunuulidde entebe kubanga balaba nti Museveni agenda kugigera ajja kugita oba bajja kugimuteeza. Naye mbadde mbasaba nze neewa obuyinza neewa obuvunaanyizibwa bwa mirundi 3 buli wiiki. Tuteekeyo akalango ka Muhoozi mu ICC tugijjukize. Giwandiikire ogijjukize ogibuuze ogigambe nti Uganda tulinze akantu ako omusajja ono we banaamuta ate muge tujja kudda wano tukaabe. Naye nze omulimu gwange ngukoze. Bajja kugaana bugaanyi mirundi 3 wiiki era nina okugiwaayo siyinza kukkiriza. Tebagenda kunserera mu katale nnyombese ekkubo. Nze okuyomba okwange nkukola emirundi 3 naffe ffenna tweyongere. Naye ebyobulamu bigaanye instability insecurity. Naye mbagambye ourselves nze nkiteeka number 1 nga sinnanoonya kintu kirala nsooka kwekebera. Ourselves we are becoming enemies in so many different ways. Oyagala okuba nga gw'osinga, oyagala okukaaya nnyo, oyagala ate gwe bakusaasira, ate gwe bakwagala ennyo, oyagala kunaawula ntalo, oyagala buli kimu ourselves. Naye ng'ekizibu bwe tubeera mu bwavu wabeerawo nnyo enkaayana ezitavaawo. Bwe tubeera n'emufugabbi wabeerawo ebintu ebifaanana bwe bityo. N'olwekyo bannange mbabuuzizaako ekiro kino naye Uganda at stake, Ugandans at stake. Turn our anger into solution, not murder. How are we going to stabilize? Rest in peace, oh innocent soul. Tujja basanga munnange naffe mugenzi naffe olwaffe lujja. Tewali agenda kwewala. Salute, people power, our power. NUP everywhere, everywhere NUP. Nja kudda enkya waliwo topiki gye njagala okwogerako olunaku lw'enkya. Naaba nfunyeyo ka slot. Bannange mbeebaza nnyo, mwebale kubeerawo. Thanks for joining, thanks for sharing, thanks for the comment, thanks for your time. Essaawa eno kale katugende n'ebigenda mu maaso. Sula bulungi ba